This video will go over a couple new things in IGEMS. First of all, related to installation. Starting in 2024.4, they've started using .NET 8. So when you do the install, you might get prompts for a couple other things to be installed after you do the initial IGEMS installation. So let me just log on to my IGEMS account here, and we'll download a version and then update. So I'll scroll down to the bottom of our page here. We'll do 2024.3, which is the last major build, and then we'll update to the latest nightly build. We'll go ahead and open that up. And if you hadn't previously activated at this point, you would go to your IGEMS menu and subscription and then activate it. I'll just deactivate it just to review that in case you haven't. So if you open it up and your subscription hasn't been activated, you'll get that message. Go subscription, activate, plug in your login credentials from the IGEMS website. Generally want to leave the floating license box checked. Depending on how many licenses you have, you'll click on one of the select buttons and they'll show you that you're activated. And if you're doing a fresh install, this will install the generic IGEMS shared folder. We'll show you here in a minute downloading one of our shared folders. But first, let's go ahead and update to the latest. So if we go IGEMS menu, check for updates. So down here shows us nightly build 2024.4 4140 is available. So we can click on that and you may get this message here. And if that happens, then what you can do is go to our ikulu.wardjet.com webpage, and I've got a link there to a version of that 4140 that works. So let me switch over to ikulu.wardjet.com, and then up here in the corner you can just start typing in IGEMS. Just click on IGEMS. Downloads, go 2024, 2024.4 4140, and we'll download that. In the meantime, I will close this. And yes, so starting in the 4140, you'll probably get this message if you don't have .NET 8 on your computer. So just click on download it now. So there's two files that need to be downloaded. And this should just automatically start downloading. So first you'll do this one. And can close that. Once that's finished, you can start IGEMS again. It'll ask you for the second one here. Again, click on download it now. Again, it should automatically download, and then you can just run it. Okay, so now we should be up to .NET 8. And there we go. Alright, so one thing I've started doing differently related to the shared folder is actually zipping an entire 24.0.0 folder, which will have preferences and toolbars hopefully already preset. So if we go to our CAD menu, System, submenu, and then Shared Folder, brings us to our shared folder. And if you go up a level from there, 2 levels from there, you got this 24.0.0.0 folder, which is installed. That has, again, when you first do it, the initial install is just a generic IGEMS shared folder. That won't do you much good. So we can go back to that kulu.wordjets page. Go back here, step kulu.wordjet.com, and on here go down to shared folder. So we've got this one shared to rule them all link. It's a bit of a bigger folder, so it's going to take a little bit longer to download than previously if you've done this before. Okay, we'll go ahead and double click on that and extract all. And I'm going to extract it to here, and then I'll copy it. Okay, so we've got that, and then this will go into that program data area. And as a little note, if you're on a newer computer and you haven't done it, the program data folder is generally a hidden folder when you first go in there. So for example, if I go C, if you're not seeing this program data folder, then you'll want to go up to your view menu and make sure that hidden items is selected, and then you'll see program data. So let's go back to our downloads. Actually, first let's go to program data. I will generally rename the initial 24.0.0 folder just in case. So we can just rename this to original or something like that, and then we can go back to our downloads here, and we'll copy this to that location. Let's go back a couple steps here. There we are. Right click and paste. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and restart IGEMS. And when you restart it, it'll have a new toolbar up here, custom toolbar. I've added this WordJet tab. On this WordJet tab, got links to things like my YouTube page, links to videos about webinars, basic training, advanced training, things particular to the Apex 60 machine, some of the more common things people ask about, common line cutting. So these will take you to videos on my YouTube page. There's also a submenu here, additional videos. So hopefully if you have questions, you can come to here and find a link to a video that might answer your question. There's also some apps on here that normally would be on your apps tab, but automatically have these here on this WordJet tab. So one of the fun things in this latest version of IGEMS is that you can specify where this toolbar is saved, be it on your shared folder or on your network, to make it easier to switch from the standard default toolbar to a customized toolbar. So if you go into your preferences, I've got a shortcut to preferences here, or IGEMS menu, and then preferences. New thing that they've added in this version is this area down here where you can choose what you want your default 2D toolbar to be. So this is the customized one that I've got selected here, or you can go back to the default And then nice thing with this is that once you click OK, it'll just revert you back to that default toolbar. So if you want to check to see if there's any new commands or things that they've added, you can come there and see that. And then if you want to go back to the customized toolbar, preferences, general, and then you can choose that. And again, this can be located anywhere, so it doesn't necessarily always have to be in the shared folder. You can put it on your network drive so everybody can access it. So that's a couple new things in the latest version of IGEMS. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.